The Mysterious Disappearance. Once upon a time, in a quiet little town, there was a small zoo. Among its many animals, there was an elephant named Ellie. Ellie was the star of the zoo, and she brought joy to the hearts of everyone who visited. One sunny morning, the zookeepers arrived at the zoo to discover something strange. Ellie, the beloved elephant, had vanished without a trace. The zookeepers and the town were in a state of shock. Nobody could explain how an enormous elephant could just disappear. The zookeepers contacted the police, who began investigating the mysterious disappearance. They questioned the zookeepers, the visitors, and even nearby residents, but no one had seen anything unusual. Ellie had simply vanished overnight. The town was in turmoil. Ellie had been a symbol of happiness, and her absence was felt by everyone. The town's children were particularly saddened by the news, and their parents struggled to explain the situation. In the midst of the confusion, a young man named Koji heard about Ellie's disappearance. Koji was an ordinary office worker who had never been particularly interested in animals. However, something about the vanishing elephant piqued his curiosity. Koji decided to visit the zoo to see the place where Ellie had lived. As he stood near the empty cage, he felt an inexplicable connection to the elephant, even though he had never seen her in person. He felt as though he needed to find out what had happened. As days turned into weeks, Koji made it a personal mission to uncover the mystery behind Ellie's disappearance. He began spending his free time at the zoo, talking to the zookeepers and anyone who might have information. He also visited the local library to research stories of other strange disappearances. One evening, Koji came across a peculiar story in an old newspaper. It was about a town that had experienced a series of bizarre disappearances, not of elephants, but of ordinary objects like spoons, socks, and even a park bench. The story mentioned that the people in that town had been deeply affected by these inexplicable vanishing acts. This discovery intrigued Koji even more. He wondered if there could be a connection between the strange disappearances of objects in the past and Ellie's vanishing. To find out, he decided to travel to that other town, which wasn't too far away. Upon reaching the town, Koji started asking the locals about the unusual disappearances. At first, they were hesitant to talk about it, but as he persisted, they shared their stories. They described the sense of loss and confusion they had felt when everyday objects had mysteriously vanished from their lives. Koji felt a strange connection between these stories and Ellie's disappearance. He believed that there might be some hidden force responsible for these vanishing acts. He returned to his town with a newfound determination to solve the mystery. Back at the zoo, Koji shared what he had learned with the zookeepers. They, too, were willing to explore this new angle. Together, they brainstormed ideas, trying to figure out how to bring Ellie back. They decided to recreate a sense of loss, hoping that the same mysterious force that had taken Ellie might return her if it felt the void created by her absence. They organized an event for the entire town to participate in. People were encouraged to bring items from their homes to symbolize the loss they felt because of Ellie's disappearance. The town's children brought their beloved toys, and adults brought various objects that had special meaning to them. The event was a success, and the people of the town came together to share their feelings of loss and sadness. As the day went on, something incredible happened. Ellie reappeared in her cage as mysteriously as she had disappeared. The town's joy knew no bounds as they witnessed the beloved elephant's return. Koji, the zookeepers, and the townspeople couldn't explain how Ellie had returned. They could only guess that their collective sense of loss and longing had somehow triggered her reappearance. The town celebrated the reunion with a grand party, and Ellie was once again the star of the zoo. The mystery of Ellie's vanishing would forever remain unexplained, but the town had learned a valuable lesson about the power of coming together in times of need. Sometimes, it takes a little bit of collective longing to bring back the things we cherish the most. Zoo. 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 Police. 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 Spoon. 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 cage, cage, cage.